It's Halloween! It's a big holiday where people dress up and be spooky. Kids go trick-or-treating, adults go to parties or something, I don't know. I never leave my house. But I've recently learned that Americans are like the most passionate about this holiday versus people in like England or something. Americans tend to make elaborate costumes and decorations. Maybe they have actors to like pretend to be zombies to scare the children when they go trick-or-treat. There were houses when I was younger that I genuinely was scared to go up and trick-or-treat. And my sister adores Halloween. She always points out the little decorations we see when we're driving past like buildings, whether there's a skeleton on it, or if people set out pumpkins, or any form of decoration in stores. She always points it out because she loves this holiday. She loves it. And she makes her own Halloween costume. She really is passionate about this. She even took me on a ghost tour the other week. I, however, don't really care for this holiday. Like, at all. Even when I was little, I never really liked dressing up. My mom would never let us buy new costumes, so like every year I had the same 5 options. In elementary, they had like a Halloween parade where everyone walks around like the field to show off their costume, and I'd have to go there with my same 5 costumes, be like, yeah, I'm like 8 years old and I have the same costume I had last year and the year before. I also got diagnosed with diabetes when I was a freshman in high school, so I couldn't even enjoy the candy part. So now I'm too old to trick-or-treat and I can't even eat the candy. And to this day, I've never been to a party in general, let alone a Halloween party. So this holiday isn't special for me. Besides the pumpkin stuff, I really like pumpkin. Halloween is just a regular night for me. Like, my dad carves pumpkins that my sister and I draw on, but besides that, that's as far as I go with decorating. I kind of just sit in my room, watch my usual YouTube videos, and I don't know, sleep. And our street is very dark, so it's not like we get a lot of trick-or-treaters in general, and I'm not a big fan of movies. But this year, I'm gonna celebrate in my own antisocial way. I'm making a YouTube video alone in my room for Halloween! As I'm recording this, it is October 29th, so if you see this video, I made the deadline. And if it's not Halloween when I post this, let's just pretend it is, okay? I hope I'm fitting the part. I'm older now, so I can buy a new costume. Can I just say this is fucking awesome? At first I was thinking to just get a cheap shit costume because this is gonna be a one-off bit, but I genuinely love this. Okay. So my original plan didn't work. I was going to watch Hocus Pocus, but then I realized that I really don't know how to make reaction content. I'm not a reaction YouTuber. I'm not good at that. It's October 30th and I'm still filming. If I got this out on the 31st, I need like everyone to like and subscribe because holy shit, okay? A lot of the ideas I had to substitute watching a movie, Hocus Pocus, didn't really fit the content I want to put on this channel because, again, I used to be a variety channel. I'm gonna be making a Halloween story poem thing because it's my channel and I could put whatever I want on here. And what specifically I'm going to do is gothic fiction. Gothic fiction is literature that is aesthetically haunting. It is characterized by threats of supernatural things, like a sense of fear of your environment and like claustrophobia and like the past mixing with the present. At least that's what Wikipedia told me, and me and Wikipedia are like this. We're like this. I have never written Gothic literature. My favorite class in all of school was English. I absolutely adore English, despite the fact that I liked grammar more. I still really appreciate literature. The issue is I have no idea how to write Gothic literature. This is going to be my first time ever doing it, at least I think. I've only read one thing, and it was in middle school, and it was Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. I remember reading it in middle school, and I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about or what this means. That's what I'm going in with. As I'm recording this, it is 6 p.m. on October 30th. I'm going to give myself an hour to write Gothic fiction literature. I'm putting all my faith in my ADHD to like lock in right now. Right, guys? Oh, fuck. I'll see you. Fuck. On the other side. The tower is tall enough to reach the moon, covered in cracks and holes, wind tempting its fate to stand for another day, another hour, minute, Second. It whispers as the trees hung low from beneath, coaxing it further down. The branches stayed waiting, leaves watching. The tower would have to grow tired one day. The earth will be ready for it. Elizabeth could feel the wind. She could feel it touch her hair, twirl it around its fingers before letting her go. It nipped at her cheeks, the pricks in her legs forcing her across the field. The night air brought chills down her spine, crawling beneath her blouse, making its way up to her neck. Wisps of hair trickled down, the knot on her head falling with each gust of wind. It was perfect. It simply swirled its fingers around her before letting go. It was no warmer inside. The walls seemed to hiss at her, faint words being spat as she climbed. Her heels left a sharp click with every step she took. It followed her, quieting when she did, piercing when she moved. The steady ringing of heels. Click, click, click. The stairs trailed higher, gaps in the stone, scrapes from old travel. They looked to have had years of dried mud, and debris was strewn about in the corners. It was dizzying how the staircase simply grew and grew and grew. It swirled around Elizabeth's head, hanging above and below her, the faint mumbles becoming louder and harsher. She proceeded to go up. Large cracks had shown the sky outside, clouds covering the stars, covering the moon. All she could see was the hint of light, and possibly the form of a tree. It gave her no mind and resumed swaying, the leaves only watching as she ascended. Elizabeth continued, her feet heavier than when she started. Click, click, click. As she rose farther, the stairs narrowed, herding her into the middle of the steps. It still went more, her elbows pressed against the chipped walls, scratching down her blouse. She took step after step, the light ticks following, halting when she does, and starting up when she continues. But she had stopped moving, and the ticks were still going. It was melodic, blending with the wind as if it were music, as if they were dancing. It tipped and tapped from down below, gradually raising in pitch, the speed staying consistently slow. It ticked, ticked, ticked. Looking behind her, Elizabeth stared into the darkened staircase. There wasn't a speck of light, the cracks of moonlight failing to make it through. It was just her eyes searching for anything, the long ringing of wind and the growing tick, tick, tick. She started to ascend again, her heels heavier than before, her ankles twisted and wobbly. She tried not to stumble, to slip and fall, the cloth of her blouse sticking to the stones. The sounds of ripping nearly masked the ticks. Loud and intrusive, but it continued. Faster. Elizabeth forced her legs higher, taking 2 steps instead of 1, holding the walls with both hands. It was scratchy, rocks jabbing into her palms, begging her to slow down. The ticks grew, the rocks cutting her palms. The ticks grew louder. She squeezed up the staircase, her breath matching the pace of the wind, eyes wild as the steps grew darker and darker and darker below her. The tip of the tower was in sight. Long gone were the trees, and long gone were the clouds. Slivers of light came from the top, coaxing her, guiding her upwards. She flattened her body, pressing further into the wall, the ticking slowing down and down and down. She held her breath. Tick, tick, tick. Crack! The tower was tall enough to reach the moon, full of cracks and holes. The wind had given Elizabeth another day, another hour, minute, second. And now they have both grown tired, and the earth was ready for them. I hope you guys like this video, because this costume was $65. I didn't know costumes from like Spirit Halloween, which I've never been in before, or like Party City were that expensive. Probably because the last time I bought a costume I was a kid, so who knows? But this was fun. This was a nice way to spend Halloween. I hope you guys like this video. Happy Halloween. Tell me how your Halloweens go. What's your favorite candy? What you did? Like and subscribe, or else. Who's like a villain? Or the boogeyman will get you. Wait, is the boogeyman like Halloween, or is it just like nighttime scary? But like it's scary anyway, so like subscribe. I'm not doing this actually.